everybody shut up. We're doing the podcast. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Dr. Bones Locker podcast. I'm Jacob.
I'm Emerson.
And this is the podcast where we take 5 minutes a day to review the daily comic strip by Jason Ball 34. It's titled, Emerson?
Comic 1.
And today's comic is a 3-paneler. We've got the captain saying, Mr. Pine, look, Admiral Bush has got your leg.
I know.
He's holding it over his head like a trophy.
Yep.
Bwahaha. Sorry, Admiral Bush is saying, Bwahaha, I finally got a leg up on the competition. So, Emerson, this is your first time on the podcast in a while. Could you explain this joke as the role of Peter, please?
Well, sure thing. My name's Peter. I think basically what the joke is that Mr. Pine has a peg leg, so it can potentially be removed. I don't actually know if it can. I think that's true, though. Yes, it can be, evidently. And, Admiral Bush has it, and is holding it, and the joke is, got a leg up on a competition is a saying, and the leg that he is holding is Mr. Pine's leg.
So we're seeing Mr. Pine holding himself up on the side of the panel.
Oh,
so is there a
geez.
wall there, or is that diegetic?
It could be diegetic, which would, affect things.
We have seen them interact with the panels before in interesting ways. Do they? Hey, anybody over there? Do you remember if they know they have dialogue bubbles?
They do. They say, nothing goes above my head, even my dialogue bubbles.
Oh, right. You're right.
Captain.
He knows.
I know.
Emerson's read the comic before.
I sure have.
So we can kind of assume that everything about the comic is diegetic, including the things that are typically meta. What else are we seeing here? We're seeing Admiral Bush's beard much lower on his face than normal, I'm thinking. You see that right there?
Oh, it's true. That's a very good point. It's a very good point indeed. You know, the panel thing sort of has me thinking, what if all of this is going on at the same time, and there are actually just multiple versions of the Captain and Mr. Pine in sort of like rooms next to each other, and they're all speaking at the same time.
Oh, it's like they're actors. You've got a different actor playing Mr. Pine in every panel.
Exactly.
I see. That's interesting.
It's a grand dramatic reenactment of the historical plight of the life of the pirates.
I thought you were going to say the name of the pirate ship there, and then I realized that we don't know the name of the pirate ship. It could be called A Pirate's Life. We kind of assumed that because it had that written on the side, but we've also discussed before whether or not those are diegetic. Like, is the bank actually called A Pirate's Life Bank?
Yeah, is the warehouse actually called Product Warehouse?
A Pirate's Life Product Warehouse. That's what it says. The question is the Pirate's Life diegetic?
Is
Because
the Pirate's Life.
most of the things that we see are named A Pirate's Life blank.
It's true.
So the question is it true that they're all diegetically named A Pirate's Life something? Or like, so is their ship actually named A Pirate's Life? Which I think, if there's gonna be anything named A Pirate's Life, I think it's the ship. It's not a traditional ship name, but
it seems like the more you put it on the ship, which it has gone on the ship multiple times.
yes, we have been on the ship multiple times.
And it has always been there. And that's not necessarily true, but it seems somewhat true.
It hasn't, I mean, the name hasn't always been there, but
sometimes they take it off to clean it.
Like, we're primarily on the ship, and the ship is a central part. The only thing that would make more sense to be called A Pirate's Life is, like, the captain, whose name we don't know. His name might be A Pirate's Life Captain.
Yeah. I think it would be really funny if he had a little spin-off about Vikings, and they call it A Pirate's Leaf, like Leif Erikson. I think that would be good. So, Jason Ball 34, you can have that one for free. You can call it Comic 2.
I thought it was supposed to be called A Pirate's Leaf.
Shit.
We're hitting about 20 seconds left here. So what are we rating this comic?
Well,
it's better than yesterday's, I think.
It's certainly better than yesterday's.
This is an average pun, like a 5 or a 4. It's a little slow.
Oh, sure.
Give it a number, Emerson.
I'm giving it a 3.5.
Cool. Bye.